Welcome to Hanoi, the first stop on our Vietnam journey. We started things off with a hotel breakfast. It consisted of a lot of fresh fruits and some delicious soup. After breakfast, we jumped straight into things and started walking around the old quarter. Our hotel was next to the St. Joseph's Cathedral, a beautiful building built in the late 1800s. We took a quick look inside where Sunday Mass was happening and kept going on our day, looking for some famous Vietnamese coffee.
Not egg coffee. First time trying it. Quite good. Not too sweet.
The egg foam is really nice.
After exiting the coffee shop, we took a look at Sword Lake, the center of the old quarter and a spot that we frequented in our time in Hanoi. On our way back to the hotel, we quickly stopped in this temple to take a look around. It was a nice quiet escape from the sounds of the city, and it was fascinating to look at all the sculptures and details within. Day 2 consisted of a lot of walking. We started at Sword Lake and made our way north. This area has a lot of shopping and is where the night market takes place weekly. Speaking of shopping, we found that the prices in Hanoi were a little bit better than in Saigon. However, you might want to wait till the night market to find the most variety. After randomly stumbling upon a temple that we had to check out, we finally made it up to the market, took a quick peek, and at this point realized we were very hungry. Luckily, in Hanoi, you're never far from very good food. We found a spot and got some bún cha, one of our favorite meals in Vietnam.
We survived Hanoi traffic. Round 2.
For this evening. And now we're on the pedestrian street. That's
Super lively. Only open on weekends.
Everybody running around, having a good time.
Oh, tell them about your new hat.
And I got a new hat.
So far, you might have noticed that the majority of our time was spent walking randomly around the streets, and that's probably the story for most of our time in Hanoi. However, we were recommended this spot called Banh Mi 25. Slightly touristy, but still really good banh mi. I've cut away a lot of the middle of the day where we spent walking around the town, but we'll skip to the evening where we had a beautiful sunset view over Sword Lake. After a day full of walking, it was nice to just sit down on a bench, look over the lake, and relax a little bit. There's a small fee that you have to pay to get onto the temple in the island here. You cross this beautiful red bridge, and then you can take a look around. Inside the main temple building, there are a couple of preserved turtles. Legend has it that a turtle like this once lived in the lake. When Vietnam was being invaded, the turtle gave a sword to a warrior who fought them off, hence the name Sword Lake. To end our day, we took a stroll through the night market. This is an area of the old quarter that's closed off and is full of great shopping opportunities. Welcome to the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long. This was one of the most impressive parts of Hanoi and a must-stop for any history enthusiasts. The Citadel is huge and takes a long time to walk around. It's best if you reserve several hours for this, unless you want to just walk through and enjoy the beauty. After all the walking, we find ourselves back eating more bun cha, this time at an authentic restaurant recommended to us by the concierge at our hotel. After breakfast, our morning activity for today was to check out a traditional tea house. To get there, we decided to take a Grab, basically an Uber, but on bike. For the most part, we actually just took Grabs in cars, but this morning we were feeling like something a little bit different.
So we just finished up our tea ceremony in the morning, and it was a really awesome experience. We learned a lot.
And we also bought some tea.
And now we're at the Temple of Literature, which is right next door. And yeah, it should be fun to look around.
Like most of the other sites in Hanoi, the Temple of Literature charged a small admission fee. It was 100% worth it, as the grounds were beautiful and relaxing. As you enter through the front gate, you'll be greeted by a large koi pond and some gardens. This area was also home to Vietnam's first national university. In the back, there are also several temples dedicated to Confucius. At the back of the complex, we can see a big plaza surrounded by the largest buildings. At the time, there was some sort of an art exhibit being displayed inside. After checking that out, you can venture further in and read about the buildings, see some traditional clothing, and take the staircase to the second floor. For our last morning in Hanoi, we went to a really fun coffee shop. If you're coming to Hanoi, don't look on TripAdvisor to find the cafes with the most tourists. Instead, take a walk and you're sure to stumble upon tons of great spots. There are so many to choose from in this city. And just like that, our time in Hanoi was over. The city is so alive and has so much character. It really is one of my favorite cities that I've visited. From here, we hopped on a bus to Ha Giang to explore the rural, mountainous beauty of northern Vietnam.